You remember playing at 3-2?
The biggest moment that I remember playing at 3-2, I remember a lot. I mean, a couple. We actually, my first high school game, we played it on field 7 at 3-2, and I remember so many different things, but I remember my first at bat, like I got a double off the left center wall, and like I'm not even good at hitting, but like, and one of my best friends to this day, his first at bat, as like a Shawnee Mission South Raider, was an opposite field home run, and it was the only one he hit in high school, but it was his first at bat, like on the C team, the freshman team. So like just like random things like that. I remember we lost to a team called O'Dowd's Little Dublin. Like the bar, they were sponsored by the bar. And we lost to O'Dowd's Little Dublin in the pit. But like we were the team to beat, and like we showed up on a Tuesday and lost to literally the worst team in the league. And like we were the best team in the league like every year. And like I remember that. Like I remember literally sitting there losing to O'Dowd's Little Dublin. I remember my high school. My last game was on field number 1. And that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in baseball. Was my senior year of high school. We lost, and we were in the regionals. We had played Shawnee Mission East the first game. I pitched the first game. We won the first game, so we needed to win this game. We were playing Olathe South to advance to state. But going back on what I've said, I have like a group of 7 friends, and we grew up at 3-2 together. We grew up in Rose Hill Elementary, Indian Woods Middle School, Shawnee Mission South High School. Now we're seniors, and now we're playing what could be our last game. And we lost. And we didn't go to state, and we were, 15-4. Like we had a very good team that we weren't even thinking about not going to state. It was like, we're going to win state. And that moment when we lost, we probably sat there for probably an hour and a half. And I mean, it was just like indescribable because we were all going our separate ways. Some guys weren't playing anymore. Some guys were playing, but like none of us were going to the same college. Like it was over. But it was over for a friendship that had been started when we were the ECS Eagles in 1997. And now this is 2009. I mean, like, think about that. And all of the families that had sat all those hours at 3-2 on those bleachers. And like true bonding experiences, like lifelong friendships. And we lost, and now we're done. And we just sat there and cried and laughed, but I mean, it was just like, that was honestly the hardest moment of my entire life, and that is only because of all the time that I got to hang out with all those guys. Because it meant something. It wasn't the fact that we lost the game. I mean, like, of course we wanted to win state. Like, that was our goal, and it didn't happen. But it was beyond that. It wasn't just about losing. It was just about, this was it. Like, we were never going to play as the Bulldogs or the Tigers or the Raiders or the ECS Eagles again. And like that was honestly one of the most like memorable experiences I've ever had in my life, let alone baseball, let alone 3-2. That was one of those moments that you literally never forget.